advice do you have for like recent college graduates that are looking to invest in cryptos? Like, how should I diversify my portfolio?
I think it's the same thing, right? Of like when you're young, here's a really interesting concept where if I said to you, are you wealthy? Most people would think in terms of dollars, right? Or like financial assets. If I said to you, would you switch lives with Warren Buffett and you get all of his $90+ billion, but you got to be 94, would you do it? No, right? So actually the more valuable asset is time, not dollars, right? You can't buy more time, right? So this whole concept of like time billionaire. So 1 million seconds is about 7 days, or no, I'm sorry, 11 days, right? Time for 1 billion seconds is 31 years. So at 24, you probably got 2 billion seconds left in your life.
Losers.
Andrew's only got 1 billion.
I know
left.
he's poor on time too, bro.
So
no Bitcoin, no time.
Let's go, Akaash.
So 2 billion seconds. The greatest advantage you have is that you've got literally got 15 years more than he does in terms of financial markets. So like let compounding work for you. The thing that we haven't talked about is Bitcoin has grown 200% compound annual growth rate for 10, 11, 12 years, whatever it's been, right? So like if you start to dollar cost average now, you just constantly keep doing that over time. That's true of every financial asset. And I think that the thing that young people always do as a mistake, and I did the same thing, was like, you just want to be rich today. You're like, yo, I want to be rich today. What can I do? Like, what's the, zero or hero type thing to do? But it's actually not the way that people build wealth, right? Jeff Bezos didn't build his wealth over a year. He's been literally doing this for 30 years, right? And same thing with all these other people. And so it's like, okay, cool. Set a goal, let's say when I'm 30. So you got 6 years. All right, I want to have $1 million when I'm in 6 years. Cool. Do the math. Just back into it. All right. If I invest $20 every week and it compounds at 10% a year for 6 years, what do I have? Okay. That's not $1 million. All right. Go back. And you just start to play with the numbers and you just come up with like, yo, I should put $1,000 in the market. Right? I don't know what the exact numbers are, but $1,000 I should invest every single week. And if it grows at 10% a year, then I'm going to have $1 million in 6 years. Okay. Now how do I get $1,000 a week to invest? Right? You just back into it. And what I think ends up happening is like we live in this weird world where everyone looks at the end result, but they don't back into the plan. And so it's like, you ever heard these people that are like, yo, everyone's like got the dream, but not the plan. But the plan is actually what gets you there. And so the single best thing I've ever done, and I'm not going to go into details before you ask, is I basically started to create like a net worth calculator. Right. And so I literally use an Excel spreadsheet. Every month I just update it. And you can literally watch the numbers move. And it's not because I give a fuck like what, if it goes up, down, whatever, like in the short term, but it's just I know, yo, is there more money in my bank account this month or last month, right? Did the stocks that I own, which are zero, go up or down, right? Is the real estate, is this like all this stuff? And so you start to track it, and it goes back to this whole idea of like what you measure, you'll move. And so like if I said to you right now, what are you worth? Like you'll start trying to calculate, hey, here's what I own, here's this, here's whatever. But if all of a sudden I said to you, cool, you got to grow 10% between this month and next month. All right, then you start thinking like, how do I do that? And I think that's like the biggest thing is it's the like psychological concept of financial planning, but not in the sense of like, yo, I want to diversify 60-40 in bonds and all this bullshit. It's like, yo, I have a number that I think is really important and I have a timeline on which I want to hit that number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back into from where I am today to that number. What do I have to do? And then you'll know I'm either tracking to it or I'm not. And if you're not tracking to it, like go do something else. Like if it's not working, do something else. And I think that's the key to this whole thing. But people are just like, yo, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, how you going to do it? I'm going to get $1 million. Like, not going to happen, right?
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah,
like
man.
Your shoes.
It's
What'd you say?
I like your shoes.
Dude, those shoes suck.
I'm team
Adams.com.
Those shoes suck, dude. Who's Adam, dude?
Yo, listen, you want to know the Adams story? Listen, you ready?
Hey,
listen,
tell me his story.
Here's the Adams story.
Yeah.
Because you're going to feel like a dickhead now.
Yeah. I'm gonna feel like a fucking if it's anything like Tom, he gives the shoes to the poor kids or something like that.
Better.
What's up with these white boys just making sneakers, dude? Just buy the fucking sneakers the black guys made cool. It's that simple. There you go. What is this?
So they're both from Pakistan.
Put your shoe on the table. They're from Pakistan? Forget it, dude. Forget it.
These guys are trying to outlaw Bitcoin.
Dude.
So Waqas and Sidra.
A bunch of fiats. Adam is for the bomb India should drop on them.
So Waqas and Sidra basically grew up in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And they wanted to get out. And so it's great. Like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever, they don't even know English, right?
Yeah.
Basically come in, they get into Y Combinator in San Francisco, and they're working on a different shoe company. And then there's like, yo, the only way out of this place is we got to build a company. And so they ended up building this company, which are these shoes. They got a co-founder of Reddit, Alexis Ohanian, 776, like all these folks who all backed them. And basically what ends up happening is they went and they convinced tech people that they're the most comfortable shoes in the world.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, then what happens next? Then the artistic people, then just keep going like that.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't kept going.
I see how it's Pakistani.
It's
It looks like you're wearing burqas, actually, now that I look at it.
That's the thing.
I'm going to give you your cell phone number. They're coming for you.
But that's the thing. Only tech people wear these things. Nobody else wears them.
Do you want to know what else tech people do?
What do?
They use Facebook first. They are on Clubhouse. They're like, basically, they know all the trends before anybody else.
But not fashion.
Nah, they don't. They don't get no pussy first. Right? All the tech people are just coming to Miami. Like, how do I get into Carbone? You know what I mean? Like, they're nerds.
How do you know they're asking? Are they asking you standing outside in line?
Yeah, they are asking. Can you get me into Carbone? I'm like, how do I get into Bitcoin?
It's a little knowledge swap there.
It's a knowledge swap. But no, we can't act like they understand.
If you want to go to Carbone,
cool.
you just get in touch with Andrew.
Exactly. We got this. Dove? No. No, but the thing with tech people is they don't understand anything that like, what is it called? Hardware. Like that's what happened with Google with the glasses. Like Google, just do the nerd shit. Don't make glasses because we're not going to wear your nerd things because you don't know what looks cool.
Yeah, the glasses was a little weird.
Anything that they try to do is physical doesn't work.
You think the Apple car is going to work, though, right?
Of course Apple Car works. Because Apple's not nerds, bro.